I still had you muted. They couldn't
there you go.
What all you said.
They're having a party without us.
Oh, there's lots of comments in here.
Yeah.
I saw some. I need to go back.
I would just, he might be gone. I'll just leave him alone. If it arises again, we'll handle it. Hey, everybody.
Go ahead and ban them and delete their comments.
There's two different ones.
Go ahead and get that idiot out of here. Right. He'll come up with a different nickname. It don't matter.
He'll be back forever. He does it every time. He makes another one before we're done.
It'll be all right. Hey, everybody.
I don't mind if you get your shower first. Go ahead. Cece, go turn his water on. So
yeah, Cassie, I just blocked him.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, he's going to get his shower by himself.
He cares nothing about whether you're on live or not. He's just rattling on.
It's okay. What is on my shirt? A piece of fuzz. Okay, that's good.
All right. Now, we got that going.
All right. We're settled in. We're ready. I think.
Still see some more coming in.
I have a few pop on late.
Yeah, I might do it.
Well, how has everybody's weekend been? Hoping everybody got at least a little sprinkling of rain. You know where that mute button is, don't you? Don't you?
I know where that ban button is. If I knew where the mute button was, it might be different. That's Jason texted me about that idiot.
Oh, yeah. He don't like us for sure.
He definitely don't like Zoe.
He don't. Not a drop of rain, Chris said. Pouring in Waterton.
She said it had been raining all day.
Watertown. Susan said no rain in Georgia.
Well, I heard thunder when we brought the tractor to the house, and I heard thunder for about 30 minutes while I was out there working and never saw a drop. And I looked at the radar, and it was doing the same thing it always does. It comes to right when it gets to us, and then it just goes away.
Yep, that's right. Now, yesterday we had a good little bit of a rain shower. In the morning time, we sat through a parade and fed in the rain. And
I was editing, so I didn't have to get in that.
But we didn't have any rain today, and it showed it was supposed to hit us a couple of times today. Lorraine says she can never see the spammer. Well, you're not missing much. You have to learn. We've learned to decipher his grammar, but it's not easy to do.
Yeah, it's whatever. It is what it is.
C. Munra, is that right? Munra?
I don't know.
Maybe in Kansas. It's dry in north central Arkansas. It's crazy. A lot of people are getting lots of rain, and then everybody else is super dry. It's like one or the other.
There's storms all around us.
Yeah.
And we're like right in the middle, and it just goes on both sides.
We just went live, Cassie. That's why I didn't reply back.
Didn't tell me you were live. She's probably not even following us. You can't get notifications if you're not following.
Hey, Farm to Table. No, we just
Farm to Table Direct got some messages from this idiot.
I saw
on our behalf.
So did somebody else on here. There was somebody else who Loma that the crazy was messaging.
Hey, Mary. Yeah,
hey, Duncan Family Farm.
I'm through dealing with that. I'm gonna stay on all positive tonight.
He'll be back.
I don't care. I'll just block him.
Every live we do, he's in here first. We block him. He makes another one, and he comes back for
this clown showed up because I blocked the first time I ever saw him. I blocked him on one of Cog Hill's lives, and then he decided, "Hey, I'll go mess with him."
Well, he messed with the wrong one.
Sue is leaving for Captiva in the morning, and praying a hurricane comes and traps her there.
Where is that? Where's Captiva?
I'm not sure.
Expecting storms tomorrow and recovering from really bad flooding. See?
I saw some flooding in Iowa.
Hey, Dyers.
I saw that
There's
they had.
Ed.
Ed's canning chili.
Woo. I really wanted to can some peach stuff today, and I didn't get to it.
Well, we were setting up for a big day tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I might work on that later this week because we'll be off for a couple of days. I might work on canning some peach
They
stuff.
said, and they might have been just repeating it because something messed up on the end of their comment, but that C. Munro, I don't know if you're saying that right, but Zoe was trying to say hello. If you're in Kansas,
it's hot and dry.
I'm not sure if we're pronouncing that right or not. I'm sure Cassie can tell us.
Captiva, Gulf Coast off Fort Myers, Florida.
Cassie can tell us if we're pronouncing it right.
Munro. Oh, Sarah's making a bundt cake.
Cassie just said don't start talking about food. We didn't start, did we?
I said peaches.
Oh, you were talking about canning peaches.
Well, he's canning chili.
Yeah, she said don't start talking about food. And now Sarah's
making a bundt cake.
Well,
I actually thought about pulling some peaches out and making a peach cobbler when we got done. Because it just sounds really good. And our cars are hooked up to the trailer, so I can't go and get something.
One of us is going to have to unhook.
It's going to be you.
I'm hooked up to the trailer for the tractor, and Zoe's hooked up with the pen with all the chickens on it. We're processing tomorrow, so we had to make a major move here to the house, get the tractor here so we can move the plucker and scalder.
Yeah, so we do all that. We grow them out at the farm, and we process them here at home. And so we have to load everything, the tractor and all the chickens and everything, and bring them to the house.
Sounds like a big hassle, don't it? That's why we need to be living at the farm.
It is a big hassle, but we've been doing it for 3 or 4 years now. Every time it's time to process, we do the same thing over and over.
Well, we only started bringing the tractor home last year because that's when we got the big scalder.
Oh, that's right, yeah. But still, I mean, even
we were processing at the farm before then.
We've kind of got it down to an art at this point. We can set up and break down pretty quick.
But that's our big project for tomorrow.
I wonder what we're going to do a video on because we ain't doing that.
I'm not doing another chicken processing video.
That did not go over very well.
Our very first video was chicken processing.
It was.
It didn't have a single spoken word in it. It was all slideshow.
It was a slideshow of pictures.
The video was so terrible.
And it was like 3.5 minutes long, and we were scared to death.
We took pictures of the process, each stage, and posted it as a slideshow. And it was horrible.
It was.
We did pretty good pictures.
Yeah.
Oh. Happy birthday, Nick.
No.
Granny, my birthday is in October.
Yeah. Well, they were just talking about it being Massey's birthday.
I know Massey is the big 11. Is that right? Did Massey turn 11?
I'm not quite sure.
I think she turned 11.
Today's Brandon's birthday.
Today is Brandon's birthday.
Hey, Jody.
I think Brandon is 41.
I saw where Mazzy got to go to the nail salon.
She got done up
I
in a spa.
should have went to Oklahoma and went with her. She turned 11. Yep.
I thought that was right. What did Dyer say? Done processing Cornish crosses this year was the last year.
Yep, they're doing American breast now.
We're not processing any of those. We do have them, and we have some eggs, but we're not processing.
They got the other set.
I know.
Oh, okay.
But we're just not processing.
Yeah, but we could start hatching them off and.
Random things I do said Brandon is officially an antique.
I mean, he's 50, 40.
No, I think he turned 41. He's 40 or 41, but
So
he's a lot younger than me.
He's just a tad older than I am then.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said she thought it was my birthday.
No.
You know,
Nick don't want no birthday
now wait a
any
minute.
sooner.
She may be the one that commented on the birthday short that you posted back when it was my birthday.
Oh, she
Somebody commented on that today, and I don't know if it just popped up on her or
41.
what.
Hey, Mom. Kevin said he's 41.
Dyer said that they were on live same time we were.
Oh,
they rescheduled to 7.
Well, that's cool. Thanks.
Yeah, Kevin said 41. I thought that was right.
You are an old man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just kidding.
I haven't denied that.
You have more wisdom.
I feel even older.
Rett's 41 too.
He acts like he is. He's a little old man.
He told Chance today, he said, "Don't scare me while I'm holding scissors. And then, don't scare me while I'm holding an open water bottle." It's like, he is so old. When you pass 40, you become an antique.
I'm okay with being an
never
antique.
Reached that age.
Zoe is not quite there yet.
Londa said 41's an antique. She's a darn fossil.
She said a short popped up today. I thought I saw somebody, so it must have been your comment. I saw somebody said happy birthday, and that's an old short. YouTube must have threw it out on.
They must.
Rachel turns 70 next month.
Well, that's all right.
I will be tickled if I make it to 70.
We're all still just going.
If I make
it
to 70, I'm going to be tickled.
And if we're commenting, we're got fingers that work or voice that works.
Well, let me assure you that I'm not going to drive T-post when I'm 70.
No. I don't know. We might still be doing that if we don't ever finish.
No. I may hire somebody to do it if we still got it to do, but at 70, I'm not driving none.
I'm hoping we have we ain't got enough land to put T-posts till you turn 70.
Loretta will be 49 on Saturday.
She's turning 4. Oh, what she would give to turn 41. The Dyers asked how the American breasts are doing. They're doing good. Look, we have 3 hens and we get 3 eggs a day. So I think
somebody told us that we needed something they could use for a nesting box, whatever. I don't remember what they said. I was like, we tried that. They wouldn't go in it.
They didn't. And they've made their own little bitty hole in the ground.
That's
where they lay. All 3 of them lay in this little bitty hole in the ground. I had put an old cat litter box in there, one of the yellow ones that we've used several times, and they would just poop on top of it and they never would get in it.
So Jacob just asked Ed, how's the song on Farmer Rett going, or aren't you working on it? And Ed said, yes, 2 versions. Need to narrow it down to 1. Ooh. He told me on somebody else's live that he had a song he was working on about Farmer Rett. That would be funny.
Farmer Rett has got 2 versions about him. Dyers have the 3 hens and they get 2 to 3. I mean, I don't think we could ask for much more than that.
No, that's just fine. But they won't go in a nesting box of any kind.
Now,
so we finally took it out.
Now, I don't have them free ranging just so that I can be sure that my eggs are pure American breasts. And so I'm sure if we were to let them out, they'd find somewhere they want to lay.
We got 2 other roosters.
Yeah, I don't want them to be mixed. I don't guess how else would you say it?
Barnyard. That's the way I would say it. Tammy turned 66 last Sunday.
So she must be historic.
W. Washington from Birmingham, just up the road from us. Gwen said hard to watch 2 lives at the same time. Guess it'd be a coin flip.
Yeah.
Who is it? Lester?
Yeah.
Oh.
We can't compete
I'm not going to try to compete with Lester. That's just, it is what it is.
With us only going live twice a week, we have to stick to our schedule so that we stay in the
when algorithm. They changed to 8, I just didn't want to move again and mess everybody up. Yeah. It's not trying to compete with anybody.
No.
Call Colton over at 3B if you need some post driven. He looked pretty good at it in one of his videos.
Oh, I bet.
May do it.
Thanks, Katie. I think once you start driving them poles enough, you become a pretty good pro at it.
Why am I drawing a blank on HD Farms? Mark at HD Farms. I've made a comment about how many posts she was making him drive in that garden because they're trellis and everything. She said it keeps him fit.
I bet.
I was like, you sure are making poor Mark drive a lot of T-posts.
The Dyers said their rooster's ornery, and they've got their first round of eggs in the incubator. I'm actually wondering if one or two of those eggs that's in with the guineas is actually chickens. Because I think I had a couple of chickens that had hatched when I filled in with some of the American breasts. And I won't know until they grow a little bit more.
It is what it is.
So we might have some chickens that think they're guineas. He said the Eddies must be out celebrating. I'm wondering.
Jacob's birthday was yesterday too. I saw somebody say happy birthday.
He might be at work tonight.
He typically does work on Sunday night. So I don't know if they were going to celebrate him early. I'm going to text him when we get off here. Check in. Charles and Kathy Hobbs, if you don't mind me asking, what is your profession? I don't mind you asking. I'm not going to answer you, but I don't mind. I'm joking. Zoe, go ahead.
Well, I don't really have.
Zoe works at a local business, a little mom and pop shop here in town. I don't want to say too much because I don't want that Yahoo spammer showing up at your job.
Well, it's the only kind around, so I can't.
If she tells you what kind of business, it's the only one like that. So it would give too much away. But she works for a local business in town. And I am a maintenance planner for a power utility.
Yes. Yeah, good job. Because I wouldn't have known what to say. I was trying to think. I was like, how do I say that?
That's the best way I could. Well, I didn't want to say too much because if I even said what kind of business you had, they would automatically know.
Yeah.
And it's not that we're hiding it from anybody on here. I mean, Charles and Kathy Hobbs ain't going to show up at your work.
Right.
They're the ones that ask the question, and I know they're not going to show up.
Yeah.
But the other Yahoo that keeps making up silly names and can't really type in English, that would be the type to show up there.
Yeah.
So,
do you watch Country View Acres? They have an amazing T-post driver that fits on the bucket of the tractor. I'm guessing expensive, but gee, it works well.
Well, Lorraine, I got a ton of questions telling me to go get Jason's post driver, but our ground is not that hard.
It's just time consuming.
And yeah, our ground's not that hard, and I'm not driving that many to need like a mechanical driver. They were driving like 10 times the number that I was driving, if that tells you anything.
Donna said I work for the police department.
I would not let Zoe work for the police department. No way, no how.
I could be a dispatcher.
No. Not even going in that realm of the world.
My mind couldn't fathom all that.
She said Zoe's a private.
I don't know. Nick's pretty good about investigating more than I am. I just tell him what I need to know, and he'll figure it out. Between him and Catherine, y'all got it down.
I might have had a little experience.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a tad. In a former life.
Post driving's a good workout. It sure is.
It is. Lorraine said, Jason said that, and he doesn't know how he did without it. And he said that. As a matter of fact, he said it on his last video, I think. But his ground was so hard where he was having to do that.
You're just trying to make excuses for not having to go borrow it.
I'm in the pasture. There wasn't a road built where I'm having to do mine. He had to build his across that road where
the trucks were coming
in and out doing the ponds.
They have 2 replacement roosters we hatched from the dozen hatching eggs Cassie gave them at the expo. Follow that road yonder there. Just retired from 911 dispatch, and it's tough. I couldn't.
Well, Brenda, my past life was in that world, and I would not want Zoe to deal with that.
That's okay.
Zoe would get flustered,
invested,
and she would not be able to move on. Brenda, if you retired from 911 dispatch, you had to move on to the next call. Zoe would be trying to find out what all happened on that last one. She would lose track.
Yeah. She loved to hear Zoeisms if I was a dispatcher. Lord, there would be no telling how they'd read my notes.
Ooh, that would be something else.
Random things that I work for myself, so I just don't do nothing. Do we still have plans to move to the farm?
Absolutely.
Yep.
100%. As quick as we can figure out how to make it happen, we're going to make that happen.
Yeah, we got to. We don't have.
And my goal.
There's no way of moving forward without it.
I turned 47, so I'm fixing to give y'all a little bit of secret information.
Oh goodness!
I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. There's only a handful of people that I work with that know this. Wow. I will turn 47 in October. My goal is to be full-time on the farm by 50.
Yep. That'd be when Mackenzie will be graduated out and the boys will be moved on up.
Charlie and I used to do custom baling for farmers. One summer, I emptied the bale wagons, 10,000 small square bales. I started my second job. My first job was picking peaches. I live in Chilton County. Naturally, all kids start out picking peaches. Or when I grew up, we did. If you were going to get a job, you picked peaches. And then the second job I had was loading hay bales. Yeah, I think Mackenzie needs to do that one summer.
Ooh. I think she'd do anything if she could make some money. Excuse me.
What does Farmer Rett want to do when he gets older? Farmer Rett wants to be Mr. Beast. Farmer Rett said he is going to be, his only goal is to be a billionaire and drive a Bugatti. And I said, well, Rett, you've got to figure out how to make money to be a billionaire, buddy. He said, I'm going to be Mr. Beast. He's 5. He's got time.
That or a wrestler. He would like to be a wrestler.
She said you wouldn't be putting Zoe down, would you? With what? Talking about you dispatching?
Yeah.
No, I just know my Zoe. That's period. And I fall
right
in.
There. They can't.
Sorry, I'm reading comments. I'm sorry. I fall into the same trap. I'll watch something, and then I get invested in it, and I go down a rabbit hole on Reels, Shorts, TikTok, whatever. I go down a rabbit hole. Zoe is way worse than me.
I'll text you about something I done invested in, and you'll say, "What are you talking about?"
She's got to Google it and look up the history of it.
I need to see when their birthday was.
So no, I'm not talking down about her at all. I just know Zoe.
I can't just disconnect from one thing and move on. I'm like that. That's just how I am.
Londa said her dad was in law enforcement for 25 years, retired as assistant chief of police, and her grandpa on her mom's side was the chief of the mounted police.
Ooh.
And Tom worked with the sheriff's department.
She said she wants to be Catherine or Tracy when she grows up.
Who? I'm working my way back.
Well, I only see the last 3.
Oh, so that's why I'm trying to work up to that. Random things I do. My goal is to be the laziest person in Northwest Georgia.
That's funny.
Teresa said, yes, Zoe, he is making excuses. Nick, you hit each post 10 to 12 times. It's hot. That may be an accurate number. Some of them were probably less. Some of them might have not been quite so much.
Well, I think after we've had a little bit of rain, we could probably get them in with the tractor.
Chad Doss said he lost his chickens along with Cowboy to predators.
Cowboy was the one he got from Cassie.
What was Cowboy?
I believe a chicken.
Oh.
Somebody else said that on up a little bit.
Oh. Well, we do have a predator issue.
We do.
I talked about it on the video that we had a goose get attacked.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at that.
We just need to deal with some predators. Look, those little pea chicks. We gathered up the pea chicks because I feel like she hatched 5. We know we saw 3.
Right. We physically saw 3.
Yeah. So, and we had 3 on video.
Right.
So when we went back and there were only 2, we decided we had to get them. And it's like I told Jason when I texted him, if I can catch them, any predator on the planet can catch them.
Yeah. Well, and I think it helped me too because she trusted us almost. It's like she let us walk up to them.
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't that she just brought them to us, but she let us walk around with her and Jason and she wasn't like trying to defend us off or anything like that. She let us get them. And so somebody had said that we needed to get a pen and put them all together. And I did reply that if we can get them into a pen together, then I would be more than happy to bring the chicks and put in there with her. We've just got to get her caught up in a pen that she can be with them in.
We didn't want to force it.
No.
With her. When she was laying on that nest and you picking her up was a big deal.
Yeah. She let me lift her to check eggs and all. That's how you know that, peafowl are not known for being friendly. But I hatched her.
That was so funny. I was thinking about that the other day. When you hatched Brooke, do you remember when we used to put her in the brooder, she would scream for you?
And I would sit right there on the couch and she would nestle up in my hair. And we put her back in there. She'd just scream and scream and scream.
It was like, Brooke, we've got to go to bed. And we would put her back in her brooder and she would scream her head off like a puppy.
Uh-huh. How could you have a predator problem? I'm not even in that part of the world.
I'm not sure what the pea chicks, it could have been anything. I mean, it could have been owls, which I think is what was picking off your guineas. That's what getting Eddie's guineas. Y'all, we are down to 3 guineas, 3 full grown ones. We had 30 full grown guineas, and we're down to 3.
We're going to just keep on hatching them.
Well, it doesn't make sense to put guineas in an aviary, which I thought about doing. But it doesn't make sense because
then they can't control ticks and snakes.
They're not there to do what they're.
And as you know, I haven't encountered a snake yet, and I think that's because we've had so many guineas running around. And Mac has pulled a tick off. I think you might have gotten a tick.
I've gotten 3.
Okay, well, I have not. So I'm very thankful for them because I think that they're probably keeping the ticks down.
It's definitely better than what it would be.
So once we've got these 30 that we're about to put on grass soon, I think it's going to be good too. But we'll just keep them going while they're hatching. I mean, while the eggs are laying. We're going to keep working on the
predators too. But as Nanny said, my face turns red when I laugh.
It does.
Well, it's because I'm fat and I can't breathe. I'm using up all my oxygen laughing. So my face turns red. If I laugh too much, I'll pass out.
Well, don't do that. I'll have to do some of that 911 stuff on you.
Lorraine said once you turn 50, you don't have to grow up. Well, and that's why I want to hurry up and retire when I'm 50, and then I can go to the farm and just act folk. I don't have to be responsible or anything. What in the world is Tony doing still awake?
I'm telling you.
Look, Tony at Campfires and Countryside is still awake at this time of the night.
Well, and there's Lori.
What in the world is he doing up in the middle of the night?
We are just getting blessed all around tonight.
And Lori, golly.
Have you watched K&S Get Out? Shannon has learned to only take a few from the nest at a time. She leaves about 12. They continue to use that same nest.
I was told that by the guy that we get all our guinea eggs from said that his grandmother had learned to not take them all. Well, we left only like 3.
Yes. And they never came back to it.
The cat came in screaming and woke him up. The cat is in Catherine, or really the cat?
Probably the cat, the crazy one. Sarah said, "You're jolly." That sounds better.
Lorraine did point out that Lori's late, so we're going to need that essay.
Honey the cat.
Oh, Honey the cat. Not like Catherine the cat.
Catherine the cat. Oh, goodness.
Why did we cough at the same time?
That's ESPN. Honey the cat. Well.
You don't even realize what you said, do you?
What did I say?
It was ESPN.
What is it?
Us coughing at the same time was not a sports network, no. ESPN's a sports channel on TV, baby.
That's right. She said it'll be an essay on the debate then. I was talking politics on the phone with someone. 'Twas important.
I understand. I don't talk politics. Tony said help her. Oh my gosh. Zoe, you're getting to the point where you have Zoeisms live. I don't even have to write them down anymore. You just do it right here.
She said, "Okay, finally moved enough files off my phone. My video will be a day late, but now I can get it put together."
I know exactly what you mean, Meg. I've been through that myself. Judy said, "I love the way you guys interact during your lives. There's no other content creators I would watch, except for maybe the Eddies. Then I would have 2 TVs going."
I just love Brandon. People get he just tickles me. We'll just laugh and look at each other, and you'll text him about something. I just love it because he is just so funny. It's innocent. Like
it's like you. Brandon is a male version of Zoe.
Yeah.
Because y'all will say stuff just not meaning anything, and it just be funny.
Yeah. There's 3B.
Just got in from watering and tending to the garden. Well, I have heard that you may have a professional post hole driver that I need to get over to Alabama.
Hired and sent to Alabama.
Just what I heard. That there might be a professional.
Brandonisms. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's a whole Brandon lingo. It just makes our night. It tickles us.
Well, Zoe is the same way. Snake Nick and Zoe. Oh my gosh! Now.
No wait.
I'm not
I've got to
taking any more screenshots of that idiot. Go ahead.
Screenshot it. Okay. Good.
Now I can block that phone.
Yeah. Mac, huh?
I got it.
How'd you block him?
I did block him, but that's
Oh, Matt got a screenshot for me.
He'll go make a new one now.
I told you he would be back.
Well, I just said Troll is back.
I told you he would be back.
Did you see Brandon's reel where he saw the snake?
Yes, that's so
we
funny.
were watching him live, and it was awesome.
It was so funny.
And I would have made a reel out of it 100%.
That was so funny.
He did exactly what I would have done. If I had gotten Zoe to jump like that, which she would have.
I would have for sure.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. But we were watching live, yes.
She said Colton does pretty good.
Look, I don't blame him. I don't like snakes either, but Brandon's my buddy, and he tickles me, and I just think the world of him. Period. That's just all there is to it.
I just enjoy his humor about him.
I'm kind of getting into him being the last few videos singing and stuff.
And he's been dancing.
Pretty good.
He's got a lot of joy about him.
I'm not sure if that's Jeannie or Jean.
Where?
She watches Eddie's, Walker's, Marie, Eldridge's, Coghill, Browns.
Mary said he ran over his
I
little
guess that
girl
may
to
be
get away from
Browns
the
and
snake.
us. Huh?
Ran over the little girl to get away from the snake.
Y'all, Mary, if you haven't heard this story before, Zoe jumped off a tractor and left a 2-year-old Rett.
It was in neutral.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a hydrostatic tractor. It wasn't moving.
No, it wasn't
Thankfully,
going anywhere.
It was a hydrostatic.
Yeah. I didn't want to think we was just going.
No, she wasn't moving. But she picked up some plywood that we were actually putting into a burn pile that was old.
Oh, I'll never forget. I kept telling the kids, get on top of there and dance, because it was probably 15 layers deep. Get on there and dance. And y'all
had Chance dancing.
I had Chance on there dancing, and I said, dance, any snakes are going to run out. And then finally I got tired. I was like, get off of there. They are all gone. You're driving me nuts. And I had them picking them up one at a time and laying them on there. And I saw that snake, and I jumped off, and I was screaming, there's a snake. And they're just holding it, and there's a snake under there. And oh, man.
So she picks up the forks, and there's a snake hanging off of them, and she jumps off the tractor and leaves Rett. So you can't say nothing about Brandon running over one of his dogs.
Sherry said everything with Brandon is, here's the deal. Oh, yeah. And his ideals. I just love
Everybody's
it
got their
me
own
of my
thing.
daddy. And my daddy always said ideals, and it just tickles me. It just tickles me.
I don't know. I really enjoy watching them. And the grounds with Abby and Easy, but they usually don't stay on there long. They're ready to go bed.
Yeah.
They're like Rett. They pass out quick.
She said she jumped out of her car when she found a huntsman spider on the windshield.
Zoe picks up her feet if you run over a snake. She picks her feet up out of the floor.
Have you heard about the huntsman spiders?
Mm-hmm.
They're big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dang it.
Mm-hmm.
I might have another thing to be watching out for.
You know, when you did the thing about the snake holes being funny in the pasture, that we had one comment that told you it was tarantulas. It's still on there.
Mm.
There was somebody that commented that told you that was tarantulas.
Mm.
Did. I'm just telling you. I don't even know if you saw that comment. 3B said doesn't count, not on your channel. They talking to Lori about they don't have to do an essay. Yeah. Well, we already signed Lori one too.
Sarah said they bite her all the time. I've never been bit by a spider, and I don't want to be. I hope I don't.
You know, I read one time about how many spiders you swallow in your sleep.
I was just going to say, I woke up one night thinking I had a spider crawling across my face, and I don't know if it was a hair or what. But
there's no doubt that you do, because you sleep with your mouth open.
Well, would you hush? Like it felt like it went across my face, and I woke up in a fit, and I'm convinced there was a spider on me.
Probably. We're starting to get grainy on the cell service, of course. I see it starting to try to get grainy and lag. See it? I freaking hate AT&T. I despise it. Why do we have to deal with that every life?
Why don't we try and find?
They have wolf spiders like that in Florida. We have wolf spiders. That's what. Lori said, y'all gonna pay for my counseling.
All this spider and snake talk we're doing.
Yo,
it's better than food, I guess.
You should see Zoe when a YouTube channel includes a snake in a video. She just goes all two pieces.
Ooh.
It's just on TV. I'm telling you, it's that bad. Lori said spiders.
Jeannie says she's from San Diego, so this city girl is 62 only knows about farming from watching us and our friends.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry.
I wish we were giving you a better example.
We're just trying. That's all we're doing. Like we say all the time, we don't do how-tos. We just do how we do's.
That's right.
Ooh.
Dyer has CPAP, so they don't swallow spiders.
Oh. I
don't even remember where I read that. There was some article about how many spiders you swallow.
That way they can promote wearing a mask while you sleep or something. Some N1H1.
But if they are just like in the next room, you might pull them in. I see it.
Well, I like taking.
If I keep banning that idiot, eventually he's going to run out of user accounts. Oh, yes, it is. Know that.
Snakewood IP address.
There's no.
I don't know, but it's safer not to deal with that. I mean, I like during the fall when it's kind of getting cool outside and it's time to start decorating for the Halloween, is to walk around in the farm where the trees are kind of over down in the tractor road. And I'll look for spider webs. It's got a spider in it, and it's kind of glistening because it's got a little dew on it. And I'll take pictures. I like doing that. That's the closest I'm going to get.
The bad thing is that most of the time before Halloween here, it's still hot.
I know, but this past year, though, we had some cool mornings, and I was able to get some really cool shots of some spider webs. She said, have you seen Houston swimming in the creek with the snake?
Yes, that's one of them, Brenda, that Zoe just come apart.
I did, because it jumped at him.
Daniel showed, well, it went between his legs. It didn't jump.
Well, anytime he's like, oh, look, a snake. And I'm like, nope, no snakes. Hey, Miss Tammy. No snakes for me. I saw it.
Ed said I don't do counseling anymore. I realized I was talking to idiots.
For somebody to ask you a question with a question.
Yeah.
Have you saw the catfish Dan Arms has at the creek?
Mm-hmm.
That is wild. I was like, Nick, where did they get so big?
I figured they moved in there with the flood.
They had
when
to.
They had that flood, they probably come in. But Zoe kept zeroing in on all the snakes in there. I'm like, Zoe, it's a creek. If you go down our creek, you're going to have snakes too. That's why we don't go down there this time of year. I bet you there's cottonmouth big as your leg down there.
Oh, God, I bet. I need to take the tractor down there and just run all over them.
Connie says she does that too. She runs over snakes, pulls her feet up.
Yeah.
The first time I saw Zoe do that, I got so tickled I almost wrecked the truck.
Well, you know, I've seen all these scary things where people say they'll come out your vents and everything else. I, for a long time, was scared to look under my floor mats because I always thought that's where baby snakes were going to be. Like I saw a commercial about
under
baby
your floor
snakes
mat
being under your floor mat, and you lift it up, and there's baby snakes. Like
I've never heard that.
Talk about fear tactics. She said when she mows in the fall, she runs through spider webs with spiders in it all the time. When we drive the side by side down through the cut trails,
fire break.
You remember last year we had poles that we had because there would be so many spider webs that we kept a pole stuck out the front windshield because we'd have to knock them as we went through because if not, they were just hitting you all in the face. That Rett got frustrated and got out. I got
so tickled. It was. They've got several different names, but they'll call them orb weavers or garden spiders or whatever. But these big black and yellow spiders, and they build across trails. And
that's
things
what
like
your
that.
mom said. I took a picture of one of those.
Last year, we had put the fire break in, and they had built webs all the way across that thing.
Oh my God!
And I just floored it on the side by side, and they were sticking to the windshield.
They were crawling all over us.
Zoe was having a stroke.
Rett was too, because he was with us.
And I just kept it floored. And I'm driving around that fire break just sliding. And there were like 30.
They were crawling all over the ceiling. they were on all the poles. Like, I'm getting itchy now thinking about it. And they were just all over. And Rett would find one. He'd be screaming. It was terrible.
It was hilarious. I heard someone has a rattlesnake under their fridge.
Oh, no.
And she wouldn't go into the kitchen at night just in case there was one under theirs and had a dream there was one.
Oh.
No, Zoe would just burn the house down.
Yeah, I would be done.
I'll just go ahead and tell you.
Sherry takes the toilet bowl before.
Terry said that's what she runs through is the orb weavers.
Yeah.
I have to use a stick so they don't hit him in the face.
That's
so
right.
When we used to plant green fields at the hunting club, that's what we would do. We would stick a pine limb in the front bar of your four-wheeler so that it knocks the spider webs down as you drive down the roads. But the first one I saw, and we were in that side-by-side, and when I run through it, it just stuck to the window. I just floored it. And I just kept doing it, and Zoe was dying.
It was terrible. Y'all, I like to be at the farm. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like crawlies and creepies. I can handle the big animals and all the goop and yuck that comes with them, but I don't like creepies and crawlies.
Sarah said she worked at a hotel when she was younger, and a customer came to the front desk and said there was a snake following them in the pool. So she went and checked, and there was one in there.
I would really love to get a pool and have it at the farm. Just some, nothing permanent. But I'm scared to death there's going to be snakes in it.
No doubt.
Because Heather they get snakes in theirs all the time. They get
snakes in their filters all the time, and they're right across the road from us.
What am I going to do when I take the kids and they want to get in the pool and you're not there? Who's going to have to do it?
I guess Mackenzie.
I'm just going to shoot it.
You're just going to shoot holes all in the pool.
I always wonder how they get inside. I have flash screens on all my windows and doors. It's like that woman that had one bite her in the face because she had a door hanger, and every time I open that door, I look at it to make sure there's no snake on it. Like, how do they get on this door?
3B said something you look forward to when you get to heaven is there won't be any snakes or spiders.
Oh, yes, I'm telling you. Oh, I ain't got to worry about my skin crawling.
There might be snakes and spiders in heaven. You'll know they made it on the ark.
2.
I know, just enough to reproduce.
Well, there's enough people to keep them occupied than them having to come bother me. They ain't going to reproduce in heaven.
Sarah said she was always worried there'd be a shark in the pool when she was younger. That would be the kind of stuff Rett would come up with, if there was a shark in there.
Yeah, he was scared.
No, there's not.
Because there was a shark.
There is a shark in there.
She said, don't say that, Nick. They done reproduced and they're done with all that.
That's what Rett would say. I wonder why they let the mosquitoes and the flies on there.
I don't know, because they are from the devil.
If you've got a farm, you've got to wonder why there ever was flies allowed on the ark.
Yeah. Now I'm all itchy because we've been talking about crawlies.
Well,
like they're in my hair.
Cassie said don't talk about food, so we started talking about snakes and spiders.
Here. I'm gonna make peach cobbler. I ain't gonna give her none of our Chilton County peaches.
How you gonna ship peach cobbler to Oklahoma anyway?
People do it all the time.
You probably could send it to her.
I'm going to put it in a to-go container and put it in the mailbox like you do eggs for Brandon. Flies eat
the BS.
Mm-hmm.
But they're everywhere.
She said here in Florida, if the water is wet, there's snakes, gators, amoeba, flesh-eating bacteria, sharks, jellyfish, satin rays, toxic waste, sewage runoff. Just say no.
Have you seen the real short whatever where the lady comes up and says, I'm going to show you how to know if there's gators in this water? And she goes through this big long spiel about testing all that stuff. She walks up to the edge and she said, how you know if there's gators in this water in Louisiana? She taps it. She said, it's wet. I just got so tickled. So it reminded me of that when Londa said that about Florida.
Oh, everybody, I forgot Cassie can't have any. That's why she don't want to talk about food. Did you see she ate broccoli for her dessert when they went to Country Cottage? What was it called?
No, I didn't see that.
Because Nazi wanted to go for her birthday and they're on the Whole30, so she ate broccoli for dessert.
Well, they found all kind of good stuff in that Amish Walmart for
They did.
What is it, 30?
Whole
30. Yeah, they found all kind of good stuff in there. I was like, I'm dragging the stock trailer to the Amish
Dyer both
Walmart.
said I can send it to them.
Sharing is caring.
They'll let Cassie know how it is.
They can give her a review.
Yeah.
3B said they called it first. Charles and Kathy Hobbs has got a pretty good point. I'm sure that when God created the creepy crawlies, they did not act like that before the fall of man.
That's right.
Oh, I guess we got to take the good with the bad.
It's got
or the bad with the good. So we'll just have to deal with it. Oh, 3B, you don't know what you're asking because halfway is a good long drive.
That's still half a day.
Just let the UPS take it. Zoe has shipped cinnamon rolls and stuff all over the country. That did
not work good.
But, well, there was one area when somebody ordered them that they came in upside down. And you can't turn cinnamon rolls upside down.
I should have put a note on them like I did with Brandon's eggs that says don't drop kick this box.
But you did do that. You marked it fragile and all this stuff and this side up and all that good stuff. And they still, when the lady that ordered them got them, they had been turned upside down and ruined. So
Janice lives in Chambers County, Texas. They have more gators than residents. They have Gator Fest in September. No.
So there's several in Oklahoma here. Zoe has decided that she needs to go to the Okie Noodling Festival.
I want to. I don't want to do it. I just want to watch it. I don't want to put my arms in
I didn't say anything about actually doing it. We'd be a spectator.
I do want to go and watch. That would be really cool to watch.
Did you put dry ice in the box?
I did not. Mm-mm. I just make sure everything's completely cool so that there's not any moisture being held and wrapped them up real good.
Plus, we never shipped anything like that when it was hot.
No. Mm-mm. Now would not be a good time to ship something ice.
No. But you may have to ship cobbler.
Yeah. I got plenty of peaches.
So if you watch the video, you know that the month-long, it used to be one weekend. Now it's stretched over the entire month of Peach Festival.
You got to see all of our peach queens.
I tried to share as much of that as I could. Lori said, yeah, but now it's when I want cinnamon rolls.
Lorraine said, what's the Noodling Festival?
Oh, goodness. So, well, yeah, Dyer, we saw it on the video is when Zoe decided she needed to go to it.
And we might have tried to go if we had not just went to the exotic.
So, Lorraine, a noodling festival, noodling is catching catfish with your hand. And we have people around here that do it.
You put your arm in a hole, and there's catfish in there, and they grab on you.
You get them to bite you, and then drag them out. So, Zoe watched Eddie family go to the festival, and then she watched Daniel and Houston actually noodling in the creek, and she said, I want to go to that. I was like, well, I'm in, because there's lots of people do that around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Londa said you put your hand under a rock and let them swallow it and drag them out. So, yeah, you do.
That's right.
Sarah said we have a little Amish country store near her. You can buy pasta, flour, sugar, and so much in bulk. Have what you pay in the store. Yeah, we were watching the prices of Cassie, and they went in what they called the Amish Walmart. And I told Zoe, I said, Tell her don't judge me when I come back to Oklahoma and I'm dragging a stock trailer and I ain't bringing no animals home. Because I'm taking the stock trailer to fill up at that Amish Walmart. 3B says you'll be right back and told Lori not to say anything bad about her. Good night, Ed. Ed's headed to go horizontal.
It's almost that time. Nick said I'll let someone else do the noodling.
I've never done it, but I know people around here that do it. And I don't know if I would. I don't like cottonmouths.
Londa said you try that noodling here and you'll come up missing an arm because gators don't play nice.
Well, you don't go into a hole big enough to hold a gator.
Bye, Dyer.
See you, Dyer. We there are areas around here to do it, and people noodle around here, but I've never tried it. But I would go to a festival involved.
Watch it. Oh yeah, I go watch it in person. I bet it's more fun to do it in person.
I would be okay with watching other folks do it.
Yeah.
Pam's here. Just as we're about to get off. You got here just in time, Pam.
Well, what else in our meeting we need to talk about? We were talking about our festival. We were talking about peaches in our festival.
Yeah.
We finally wrapped it up. I talked to Brandy Clack's wife. I said, I bet you are tired because she is a big part of the festival planning, and they took it and spread it over a month. And she said it worked better because they were able to be involved in it, not just work it.
Yeah.
But they also had to put a lot more time into it, and it's more spread out. So I think it turned out well. We had a little bit of rain, but the parade was nice. And I think it was successful for the month.
Lori said, I'm sleepy, but the world is falling apart, so I might want to stay awake for that. Well, Lori, you would have to fill me in because I refuse to watch the news, so I don't care.
We hadn't watched any of it.
Connie said, ain't no way any fish swallowed my arm.
Hey, Farmer Rett.
Well, that's just how they pull them out of those holes.
Rett.
Anna said we can't leave until she sees Farmer Rett.
You gotta where's Rett? Tell him come here.
Is he awake? Tell him come here.
Tell him put a shirt on, come here.
So Dean has decided everything's all set up. Someone's going to catch them, Meg's going to cook them, and he's going to eat them.
Well.
That sounds like he's got it all laid out.
No, man, did you read that one? He used to noodle and his arms had scars all over them.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Come on, Rett, we got to go.
He's trying to put on his shirt.
Oh, he's trying to find a shirt.
Tell him to put a shirt on.
Mama making him put on a shirt, so he had to find one. They ain't gonna tell him where he's digging one out of. Lori said you got to put on a shirt. YouTube's crazy. They get us for you being on here nudity or something. Come on, Rett.
Everybody wants to tell you hello.
Be careful.
All right.
You can't lay down. He looked like he's finna get in Daddy's lap and lay down.
Hey.
Oh,
Look up right here and tell everybody, hey.
Hey.
What you got in your hand?
The Lego bubble game.
Oh, Legos.
Oh, Lego.
Everybody's saying hey.
Susan said, hey, famous Farmer Rett.
Hey.
Hey, he just says hey.
Is that all you gonna tell him, Tay?
Grammy said hey, Pumpkin.
Hey, Granny.
Lori said, hey, Rett. Sarah said, hey, famous Farmer Rett.
Hey.
You need to tell him anything?
Are you a man of few words tonight?
Look up there. Everybody's telling you.
Look at the camera, buddy. Look up. 3B's gonna go get Cowboy so he can say hi.
Cowboy likes to tell you.
You'll be able to say, hey, Cowboy. Look up, bud.
Hey, you got anything you want to tell him?
Are you sleepy?
Huh?
No, I just wanted to tell you that Reno is not. remote.
That what?
The
That
remote's not
remote
working.
is not working.
Oh, the remote's not working. That's why you're all ticked off.
He's hungry too. Yeah.
Tina, I'm not asking that question.
Show him your
You can
Ninja
show her
Turtle.
your Ninja Turtle. Mr. Kevin's not on here. You can show him your Ninja Turtle. Hold up here, buddy.
Cowboy said hi, and he's waving at you real big. Can you wave at Cowboy?
Say hi, Cowboy.
Hi, Cowboy.
Say it big and clear.
Hi, Cowboy.
I bet you're sleepy.
You must be sleepy.
I have 3 bracelets on.
Yeah.
You have 3 bracelets on.
What is this one?
Is one of them Miss Catherine's?
This one is Jack's Party Rentals. That one is, I don't even know what that says. Reading is fun and something you got at the peach.
This is Sad Boys.
Yeah, we don't know what that is.
Sad Boys. It's from.
Well, tell Anna hello, and we'll have to go, Farmer Rett. There's Miss Donna saying hello. Look right here. Anna wants to say hello and tell her you got to go. Time to go bed.
Look up there.
I'm hungry now.
Well, baby, we'll go eat something, but tell them you got to go for now.
I gotta go for now.
Look, there's Miss Eccles.
There's Miss Eccles.
Hey, Miss Eccles.
She said,
That
I hope
was
you're
Farmer
having
Rhett's
a
teacher.
great summer.
I am.
Farmer Rhett's teacher is on here.
So I hope you're having a good summer too.
Oh, you're having a good summer too.
All right. Tell everybody we'll see them next time.
We'll see you next time.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.